Acoustic unplugged. Have I ever showed you this guitar before? This Java box? It is a 4-stringer. More on this at the end of the video. I did want to do kind of a brief, kind of a wrap-up, kind of an aftermath, a post-mortem, if you will, for the 2024 New Orleans Cigar Box Guitar Festival. So I tried to jot down some notes so I wouldn't forget anything. My gosh, that thing was a whirlwind. Brutal. Oh my gosh. It came and went so fast. I was so busy, so saturated. So anyhow, yeah, I wrote down here good and painful times. So basically it's 1,200 miles for me. So that's 2,400 miles round trip. Yeah, so that was crazy. It was held at the Jazz Museum in New Orleans. And man, I wish I had more time to just explore that, because what little I did explore, man, oh man, it's yeah, words can't describe what I saw in the Jazz Museum. As you can imagine, tremendous history, and just, yeah, that was one of the bummers, that I didn't have more time to just kind of take it all in. It was divided in, like I said, into 3 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday was it was basically just orientation, meet and greet, and kind of get your bearings and stuff. The second day was I did a Q&A with Steve Arvey, and I actually recorded that, and I put that up on my Patreon. They had a builders contest. A bunch of builders brought in their guitars, and that's another thing I failed. Man, I should have done more video on all these awesome, crazy builds, guys. Oh my gosh, mind-blowing stuff. And then on that first, I should say the second day, after the builders kind of devolved into like just a little ad-lib, Steve Arvey, who's a friggin' cigar box guitar legend, he started picking up people's instruments and jamming. And there is a video. I will put that video as a link to this video here, from a gentleman named Robert that I met here. He posted some video of the cigar. So yeah, so this, you guys got to go to this guy's channel. Like I said, I will put a link in the video description. Robert Bird. Here's his info. This is a metal card. Crazy. Yeah. So then Steve Arvey broke a string, and so I got the opportunity to kind of fill in. So I stood up and try to do the razzle dazzle, do the what do you call it? Name that tune. I stayed in a really nice hotel. It was called the Frenchman, and it was just like diagonally right down the street, walking distance from the Jazz Museum, so I could just go over there if I wanted to. So day 3, they kind of put me as the headliner on the junior stage, the side stage, and that was good. Yeah, I played well. I actually got to meet some, like I said, a bunch of people from the online community. It was crazy. I got to meet a local legend. I literally met a local legend. I first met him by looking at his mural on the wall. On the wall, literally right out in the parking lot of my hotel, is this huge 2-story, 3-story building, and on it is a mural of this guy with this big old beard and these red glasses and red jacket and stuff. I didn't think anything other than he had a freaking awesome beard. Well, anyhow, so like I go back to the Jazz Museum, and then this guy walk up. He's got this top hat and his red coat and stuff like that, and he's a living local legend named Amesy Adams. And yeah, so he also, if you go to this guy's video, you'll see him playing as well. Also in my last video, yeah, Hot Sauce Cigar Box Guitar Kitchen, Brian put together for me. He put a lot of that, put a lot of Amesy in the video. So yeah, crazy times. My gosh. And then of course all the bands that headlined it, the Cigar Box Guitar Serenaders, breathtaking, outstanding musicianship, just all around classy guys. Of course, Memphis Lightning, that dude is just like a bundle of energy, raw energy. Of course, the headliner is this gal, Erin Coburn, who just plays that guitar, just shreds. Let's see here. Yeah, I could go on and on and on. The La Durance Blues Band. You got to see the video, guys. You got to see the video. Scribe, Steve Harvey. I got it all listed out here. Man, like I said, I not only do I wish I had more time to explore the museum, I also wish I had more time to just explore Louisiana. Just, I'm sure there's some nice, and I should say nicer spots than where we were at, because we were, I don't know if it was the downtown or a downtown, one of multiple downtowns, but Frenchman Street, there was bands up and down the street, surrounded, so you just get bombarded with this constant beat and singing and trombones and trumpets and saxophones and you name it. It was crazy. So yeah, so some of the highlights and lowlights I wrote down here. So some of the lowlights, one of the lowlights for me was I was not allowed to sell any instruments. I was actually coming prepared to sell some instruments, but I was informed that the gentleman who was running it had an exclusive deal with one of the vendors there. He was the vendor who had the exclusive dealership was Joel from the Rocket Farm Guitars. I think he's a Facebook guy, and nice guy, lucky guy, because he had the exclusive deal. No, but I was, respectfully, I didn't want to like compete or not, nothing like that. So, but I was kind of disappointed that I couldn't sell. So, needless to say, I brought all the guitars back, and so I guess I'll put them for sale up on the website for discounts, for buy one get one free. Another one of the lowlights was, of course, it was so loud at night in my hotel room, just because I was surrounded by bands, crazy bands. And man, it would go on and on and on to like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when you get up the next morning, crickets. You open up the door and it's like there's not a soul, not a car. People are out there cleaning, with their leaf blowers and blowing up, or taking the garbage out and stuff. And it's just so quiet. You're like, what's that sound? Crazy. But yeah, so another one of the highlights for me, probably my highlight was, like I said, meeting friends for the first time, and meeting a lot of people from the online community that I've only known through, Facebook or not Facebook, for YouTube, social media. Obviously, Brett Gardner from the Cigar Box Guitar Serenaders. I got to meet him for the first time. Tremendous guy, just class act, awesome original player. Just, words can't say enough. A gentleman named Charlie St. John. In fact, he handed me this as a gift. Does it get any better than that? It's like, dang. I mean, this guitar, the workmanship in this guitar, if you like analyze it, is freaking amazing. And yeah, I mean, I was so honored. And his wife, bless her heart, she made me some sourdough, or I don't know if she made it for me, but she brought me some of her homemade, and I still have a little bit here. I wanted to share some with you guys here. Here, sniff some of that, dude. Sourdough. Now everybody knows that sourdough is best toasted with some salted butter, and or just there's no bad way to eat sourdough bread, even if it's stale and crunchy. Still is awesome. So thank you guys, St. John's. So nice meeting you guys. Bart Blankenship. Bart sent me a pickup years and years ago, and I put it in my dreamsicle, and I took it with me to New Orleans. And so he happened to walk up and he said, "Hey, you remember that pickup I sent you?" And I was like thinking, is that it right there? We pointed to there. I walked up to it, like, yeah, that's it. It's like, wow, that's crazy. I got to meet Steve Harvey for the first time. And like I said, we did the question and answer. That was such a good time. Oh my gosh. I had to pinch myself, man. I'm seriously sitting in the same room with these guys, playing music, talking shop, talking smack. Let's see here. Oh yeah, another one of the highlights too. So like I said, I was the headline guy on the junior. I call it the junior stage, on the junior varsity stage, the side stage. No, it made sense. In retrospect, it totally makes sense to have, the main stage and a junior stage, because obviously there's people who are qualified for the main stage, and there's certain people who are, should I say, humbly, respectfully, and sympathetically that we, maybe are working towards the main stage, but currently we're on the myself included. So anyhow, yeah. So the nice thing about being on the junior stage is that you have something to look forward to work towards, to get to the main stage, and so that just drives us to take us to the next level and practice a little bit better, and keeps us in the game, so to speak. Another one of my highlights was I actually stole a play from the Oliver Anthony playbook. About almost toward the end of my set, took a little time out, got the Bible and read a portion from Psalm 19, just a small section, just to encourage people in the Word, and not to be weird or religious or anything like that, but just trying to keep it real and relevant. And then after that, just went back to doing the razzle dazzle. And ended on a bang. So no, that was good. I feel good about that. On the way home, after the event was done, I was all packed up, went home and snagged just a couple hours of sleep because I knew I had a long drive. I decided to go through West Monroe, which was probably about four hours north of New Orleans. And of course, that is the home to the Duck Dynasty guys from Unashamed. And I emailed those guys. I was like, I actually did a video for Phil Robertson a while back, where it was like a tribute video where I built him a camo guitar, and I made sound holes out of a shotgun. Anyhow, yeah, they remembered me. They in fact, they actually gave me a shout out way back then. And so anyhow, I was like saying, I'm going to be in the area, dude. I would love to come in and get baptized by Phil Robertson. And they're like, come on down. So sure enough, man, I went on down, and so what Phil does is he does like a Sunday school, kind of a Bible school. And at the end of it, he asks if people want to get baptized. So when I walked in the room, man, it was like 100 people, man. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be here for all day. And then, so he laid out his sermon. Toward the end, he said, so who wants to get baptized? And I was like, raised my hand. And it was like only 5 guys. So he goes, follow me. So we went down to the baptismal, and I'll put the video at the end of this video. It was a good time. But I did make it home safely. And like I said, it's taken me a few days to just kind of get back into my groove, my routine. So anyhow, that being said, so getting back to this guy here, this 4-stringer here, these are just a regular guitar strings here, the minus the top 2. So the E and the A are gone here. So this is the D, the G, the B, and this is the E string, but it's tuned down to D. So I have a D on the top and the bottom. But here's the trick. We're going to take this B string here, this guy here, and we're going to lower it down exactly 10 cents. So if you have a tuner that has a cents on it, detune that B string down 10 cents. And when you do, and you do a one finger bar chord, it's going to be in perfect tune. Here's the trick. So because this string is tuned a little bit flat, whenever you do chords here, you're going to just take that note and just give it a little bit of a bend. Wherever you're going to land it, whenever you have this chord here, you're just going to give it a little bit of something. And this is the way it sounds. Whenever you do the same fret, you don't need to do that. But whenever you do these form chords, you do. And it's a subtle thing, just a barely just a little wiggle. That's kind of a cool thing. With the little scarf joint, you can grab the note, give it a little. All right, guys, hope you enjoy the videos. Don't forget, I do have cigar box guitars for sale. And as quick as I get a chance to, I'm going to upload those to the website. So again, I just want to pass along good value, creative works of art to the community at good price. So go check out my website. Check out all the links in the video descriptions, guys. All right, guys, that's it for the adventure, for the excursion. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.